Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene. Let's get started. Today I kind of have an important topic on my mind because it relates to the government shutdown, and that is, why won't they negotiate? We've already pointed out what the problem is, what it is they're trying to negotiate. Why will they not come to get together to negotiate? Because I can tell you from my experience, when I worked at Compton Police Department, I was vice president of our police officer association, and I sat in on our contract negotiations. And I can tell you the one thing that you have to have that is a staple: you will lose any chance of favorable negotiations if you do not have compromise. And there's a list from the Harvard, a Harvard study on what it takes to be a positive and skillful negotiator. And of those 10 qualities, every single one of them includes the term or the understanding or definition, however you want to put it, of compromise. So what is it that's not being compromised? Number one, Democrats are not willing to give up health care for millions of Americans at the expense of negotiating for SNAP benefits, because the equivalent that Republicans are offering is just a non-starter. Well, sign this bill, help us take all the subsidies away from the Affordable Care Act, kick millions of people off their health insurance, and then we can sit down and talk about SNAP benefits, which we already know you want to cut anyway, which is what the government shutdown is doing because those programs aren't being funded. So the key thing is that you have to have a mutual set of understanding, stipulations, okay? And another thing is that Republicans are accusing Democrats of wanting to give free health care to undocumented people. Number one, that's a lie. You can't start meaningful compromise or negotiations based on a lie. And I have a list from the National Immigrant Law Center that explains who is entitled to benefits and who is not. So, for example, if you are a long-term resident, you have a green card, you are eligible for those benefits because you are here, this is your residence, you are working, you are paying into the system. Therefore, that makes you eligible. You are documented. So, number one, we have to get out of our head this misconception anybody not white is illegal here, because that's just not true. So start from a position where it's equal points, because you cannot have one side lying and the other side trying to combat the lie in order for a negotiation to happen. It will never work that way, and that's why we're at this impasse for as long as we are. Because there's also non-starter items that are in a negotiation or a compromise. And one thing the Democrats are not compromising on, number one, they refuse to vote to cut the subsidies to fund the Affordable Care Act so people can have affordable insurance. And the second thing is Democrats do not want to cut SNAP benefits for working families who don't make enough and need assistance just to put food on the table or a roof over their head. So that's where the impasse is, from my opinion, from what I see, from my negotiation experience. And until both parties can agree on a set of facts that are facts, not accusations, because that's another thing. I'm tired of hearing Republicans throw out accusations all the time, but I never see any facts. because there's no facts whatsoever at all about wanting to give free health care to anybody. Because number one, health care isn't free. So stop selling that. That's one thing we can stipulate on to get started on negotiations. And that's how you get your foot in the door and start compromise by agreeing on the facts actually being the facts for one. And now we can negotiate how it impacts and all that later. But if we're not going to start off on the truth, then there can be no fruitful negotiation. That's my opinion. Would love to know what your opinion is. Please leave them in the comment section below. I've also put in the description box the study from Harvard and the definition of what negotiations actually are and compromise. And also, like I said, the link to the National Immigration Law Center. So please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. Please just be kind to one another. Okay? I'm Gene. That's all I have for today, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for hanging